are late to the party.
That's weird. Either way, it was a hell of a crazy match with the Wild Berries and freaking Real Rejects.
You could just never say the Wild Berries. You have to go Wild Berries.
Wild Berries.
Like, it's like one of those things. You know?
They are incredible in action, as we saw here. And
Such a good match, though, too.
It was a good pairing.
Yeah, so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of challenge going out. Good challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So good on Real Rejects for getting that in there.
But now we are getting into the main event. It's main event time, as Jeff Goldblum said in Thor Ragnarok. We have
incredible.
We have a live event of our own coming. We are going to have the live free-for-all 2 viewing party at No Anchovies on April 13th here in Tucson, Arizona at the heart of the UofA. So if you are in the Tucson area, definitely look out for that. It is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, please come join, hang out, drink.
They are more than
eat
willing
pizza.
to bring as many people in as they can.
Yes.
They want to pack the freaking doors with Schmoedown fans. So really cool. So be on the lookout for that. We will have a vlog from that event coming after that event in April.
Yes.
Late April. But we are going to get into the main event. Now we have JTE versus John Rocha. This one's a little easier for us to choose in hashtag who you got than most matches.
But say it. Ready? Count of 3.
3,
1.
2.
We're going the other way? Okay.
Now, are we going on 3 or after 3? Is it like 3, 2, 1, go? Yeah, I mean, it's like every... I also said Loaded Weapon 1, which
Office.
is such a good spoof.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Office.
1, 2, 3. Rocha.
John Rocha. Oh, I thought we were going full name.
No.
Rocha. It is the Outlaw. That is hashtag who you got.
Yes.
That's who I want to win. The man deserves a little bit of retribution, a little bit of justice against JTE Little Evil. So, yeah, I mean, granted, though, I think there was just some bad... Everyone thinks there was some bad calls in that match, and hopefully it is not a repeat of what just happened in the Rejects versus Wild Berries.
At least now they have a full audience to really be there to see what is going on.
Checks and balances, and that's what they need to do. So, let's get into the battle between the Outlaw and Little Evil now.
Oh, jeez, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Emma.
Hey, Thad.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
So listen, I won the manager role during the spectacular, so I won the right to have one of my competitors have a #1 contender spot.
Correct.
I've been sitting on that decision for a really long time, but I think I've made a choice.
Wonderful.
But I just wanted to know from you more of the specifics about how it all works.
Yeah, it's a #1 contender match. So if your competitor is, say, in the Inner Geekdom League, they will have the pick from any active Inner Geekdom competitor.
Interesting.
They'll have a #1 contender match. The winner will then play the champion. If it's in the singles league,
not a
we'll
#1
do top 10
contendership.
So any of the top 10 singles players, they'll have a #1 contender match, and the winner will play the champion. And for the teams, it'll be top 5. The winners will play the Patriots.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you very much. That was incredibly helpful. I will let you know my decision by the end of the week.
Do you have any idea who it might be? Why do we even bother?
Yeah, you should give it back.
It's interesting.
His manuscript.
Okay. And for
We bet 16.
yeah,
And we said a bottle of wine.
the answer and the winners going into
Oh, I
the
remember
final.
this.
That's it.
Box office going to the
It feels like such a long time ago.
Yeah, it does.
Never lost
We've come so
to
far.
John Rocha in anything. And I will never lose to John Rocha in anything.
4, 3, 2.
I don't know, Laurel and Hardy.
Let me say that your winner by way of technical knockout still
We were there for that one.
Yeah.
Ghost was pissed after that match. So was Rocha.
Listen, I'm a winner, goddammit, and I may go down and I may take this hard for a day or two, but then I bounce back. The best way to get back on top is to win. Now, I let my partner down, that I can't let Outlaw Nation down a second time. I'm gonna lead. If I'm gonna be a real leader, then I gotta win.
Well, I wrote Jane Fonda down.
What? Is that what Jane Fonda is? What?
You didn't write the answer down.
I wrote Jane Fonda down here, just quickly.
That's Jane Fonda.
I
feel like we gotta see that.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I mean, no one got it. It's not like I'm cheating from them.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
What?
They didn't get it.
It's
But no, wait,
not
hold
written
on.
on the board.
Hold on a sec. 3 points. Challenge. All right, challenge.
The rules as outlined on the screen before the round is to write the answer down.
Yes.
If you're
been
telling me that was the answer written down,
All right, you're gonna challenge.
there was
challenge this.
nothing
Wait, first of all-
written on the board.
No, there was written on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
board.
He wrote it in cursive quickly in that last second. Jane Fonda.
He wrote down.
Is it still there? Is it still
First of all,
there?
he already erased
I'm
it.
happy
But there is literally no way that said Jane Fonda.
complicated.
It's a bunch of squiggly lines. I would like to request a chance to respin.
No. Hell no.
Hell
no.
They should have never spinned it.
Correct.
With sorrow.
How many points?
It was 3.
3 points. All right,
Right,
so
so
top 10 loses 3 points. Patriots
lead for
again.
the
So now the
Patriots.
Patriots have 10 points. 10 points. All right.
And your winners by way of knockout and still undefeated movie trivia showdown champions are Little Evil and the Insider, Jeff Snyder, the Patriots.
Rocha just, I saw him struggling. He wrote down an answer. It was wrong. And the reason why I saw he wrote down another answer was because as the clock was going down, we hinted our answer. I was like, okay, we're good. Let's see what happens. And I look over and he's still struggling. And he's erasing things. And like Christian, the count is already gone. I saw him scribble something in the corner. And then I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, they have no way of winning these points. He didn't write down an answer. And then he gives the answer, which... after we gave our answer, which gave him maybe extra 20 seconds to think of what the answer could be, and he just didn't even. Do you notice this? Watch the tape. He didn't even show his board. He hipped it down. And
It's
he's
true.
like,
That's a
Jane
good,
Fonda.
valid
Wonder how it
argument,
was.
though.
I feel like they
JT claiming like, oh well, I said John Wayne.
In terms of
time to think.
taking
Shut the
the
fuck up. Like,
points,
that's some
but
bullshit.
he should
It
have.
wouldn't
They
give
should have
any
not
time to
gotten
think.
points.
I knew the
They
answer.
should
I
have
leaned
just
over to Matt
said
and said,
both
"Yep, I think
teams
it's Jane
lost.
Fonda. I'll write
That's
down real
it.
quick."
And
I
then
don't wanna
moved
use it
on to the
repeat. I
next
said that as I was
round.
writing down.
Yep.
So this decision stinks.
You're very emotional and everything's a little, little fresh right now, but you do have a match
They would
coming
have
up
had a
with
better
JTE.
chance to catch up.
How are you feeling
Yeah.
about going into that now?
I'm gonna need some time, man. To be honest with you, because who knows what shenanigans him and the commissioner are up to rob me of the next victory.
Whoa, so you think the commissioner is involved in this?
It's great to say undefeated, undisputed, greatest champions in the fucking world. It's always great to say that. It's a moniker that you have an undefeated champ. So, who knows? Because the decision was made to give them another Westerns question. That was fair. The respin was where the unfair nature of this whole game came into play. And who knows what
Yeah,
they're going to do in a
shouldn't
live
have given
audience.
them a
I don't know.
And Nos was very unhappy when they lost the first time. I could imagine how livid he was after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time
Children of all
for
ages,
the
Generation
movie
X,
trivia
proudly brings to you.
Schmoedown! Two matches at the El Portal Theater in North Hollywood, California. And now your hosts, Mark and Christian, Mark Ellis, Christian Orloff, the Schmoes!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Live!
I like
This
them
is the second
separating it
matchup.
up like,
Christian
per
Harloff.
episode.
Mark Ellis,
It's good.
how are you, buddy?
Oh, this crowd showed up again on another night for another match.
They did.
They must really like us.
Well, it's nice to have them here, obviously, as we did the Wildberries and the Real Rejects, and that was a fun match, and there was a lot of, there was camaraderie, but it was still a nice match.
And
there was no bad blood.
There's a lot of correct answers in that. Now, what we know we're getting in this headlining match is a lot of correct answers. What we don't know is this something else is going to break out onto the stage that we're going to have to stop.
Well, Rocha's already been part of something like
Fight.
that in the Spectacular. I don't think he's looking to get physical in either. JTE doesn't have to. We got Rocha versus JTE. This is how it stands, is that JTE says it, and he's right. In this movie Trivia Schmoedown, in Screen Junkies movie fights, Rocha has never beaten JTE in any of that competitive. If you want to look at those both sports, he's never beaten them. And I know it hurts Rocha. I know Rocha very well. He's the most competitive person I know in the Schmoedown. And it eats him up. That little evil just is like smiling at him every single time. He took the championships away from him. He TKO'd him in a defense, and then he knocked him out in another defense. He right now is not thrilled and wants that revenge. He needs to step over JTE to try to get past those 3 victories to get himself a singles title shot.
That's right. If anybody else looked at JTE and said, hey, he looks like Ivan Drago, you'd say, are you sure you don't need your eyes checked? But when John Rocha says that's his nemesis, he goes to the top of mountains, he rides his horse 10,000 miles up, and he screams from the top of his lungs,
Oh, I know that he has his own show.
JTE!
Which makes sense, but that's the dangerous Rocha. Rocha
Grass
has
is
been in
always greener.
situations like that very much. Look at what happened with Mance back in the day. Mance, he had that match with Mance. He lost that thing with Bespin. Would have killed most competitors. It didn't. It built Rocha. You look at the stuff that happened with Dan Murrell. He wanted Dan Murrell. He fought to get Dan Murrell, and he beat Dan Murrell. And then, then he wound up losing the championship. But you look at what happened then with Riley. He had that. Yeah, he lost the championship to Riley, but he also beat Riley twice. He's got this drive in him. The thing with team action, and now you've got this just overall feud with him and JTE. The tensions are high. Top 10 can't stand Patriots. The Patriots can't stop top 10. And JTE is another one. JTE, yes, he's got those team belts. They've had it for over a year. He wants that singles belt. He wants it bad. He had a hiccup, in the finals against the now champion Sam Levine. He just lost in that triple threat win. Well, Rachel Cushing kicked the shit out of him. But I mean, like you look at, she did. She was dominant in that match. There's no doubt about it. So, but JTE wants to overstep that, and JTE wants to beat Rocha to get to that title shot.
I think I see a theme here with this headlining match, crowd and Christian and everybody watching at home. It's that John Rocha isn't somebody who loses and then just goes home and cries about it. He loses and he lets that failure make himself better. But nobody has failed more than JTE, and he has also allowed that to turn him into damn near of a champion. One of them is going to get a little bit closer to that so-called mythical belt right here on stage.
You're right to joke about that, because when you look at the disaster of a year that JT had in 2016...
We made a documentary!
But what's crazy about it, though, is that JTE earned that Comeback Player of the Year. The year he had last year was incredible. I mean, it really was.
There was supposed to be a Rocha one, but...
I mean, now, when you used to say, put you up against JTE...
The storyline derailed itself.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because JTE is a main winner. It's why he's headlining here tonight, because
just
a lot of people
a minor bump in the road.
Yeah.
It could
They'll come back and do like the behind the music, the one that was on VH1. They'll do one for Rocha.
Over a year.
Behind the Outlaw.
3 months now for a reason.
Behind the
They're
mask.
great headlines. Let's make no mistake about it. The reason why people showed up, right here. Right here. Thank you.
All right, so guys,
we could put the Wildberries up again, and they'd show up.
Listen, before we get to this, we're going to hear from our competitors, and we're going to hear from them right now.
John Rocha. I don't want to make a mistake here, guys. This is a moment for John Rocha. This is not a moment for me. To me, this match, it's not really shit. I beat this guy so many times, it's just become tiresome. See, here's the thing. You guys are here because you were sold about the possibility of the impossible. You want to see history. You want to see something you've never seen before. You know how hard it is to sell that?
Well, you're going to try and see it today. Because, John Rocha, I know you want to beat me really bad. See, here's the thing. I've been a champ for a year and a half. You were a champ once for, what, a week and a half? See, when I leave this theater, no matter what happens, I'm going to leave knowing I'm a true champion. Because I've shown it for a year and a half. If you win this thing, you're going to be running around here like you won the lotto. You're going to be high-fiving people. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Not me, guys. I'm going to brush my shoulder off, go to bed real easy. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm a champ.
You ain't lying.
Last thing I'll say is, Rocha, I know you want to beat me, but you got to get your head out of the clouds. Or Cloud City. Or Bespin. But you know about Bespin. See, that word is tied to you because you lost.
Just the Cloud City.
Just the Cloud
This belt
City.
is tied to me because I'm a winner.
Wow.
We've gotten to party with JTE, and man, he's eating it up. And he deserves it. He deserves everything he's getting.
Here we go, Rocha.
Come on, John. The fire, though. That's what I love. It's the fire. The fire. The Rocha says right there.
Outlaw Nation!
Yeah. Somebody's like, finally, because it's totally a Rock move. Finally.
We back from the dead, baby. We come to play live.
Let's come back.
We gonna take this little boy out. He's 8'8". He's 500 and he's talking shit. You gotta be kidding me. He ain't got his rat-faced partner to lie and get him out of situations now. Bitch gotta go toe-to-toe with me. The great one. The best one. You can make fun of me all you like, but I'm a 2-time champion. The fuck are you, JTE? Little boy, you can talk all you mess, but I come to bring my best. You saw me fall apart. You saw me go down. You saw me get angry. But what did Ella say? Defeat only makes me stronger, makes me hungry. Ask Team Action. Ask Team Action.
Hey, Team Action.
Is that bitch out of prison yet? You out of prison yet? That's right. Hey, Ben, you got a suit that fits yet? Jesus Christ. We got something to talk about here. Schmoedown Live, we doing this thing live, baby. I want to hear you. Now, when I started this thing, I started it for me. Christian's right. When he came to me and he said, John Rocha, I'm doing this thing. And I almost jumped to the phone. Give me the belts. All the belts. I want everything and all the records. And he said, but you got to take it one step at a time. And I did, right? I climbed all the way to the mountaintop. If you watch those promos, I told Dan a year before I beat him that I was coming for him. And then I did it. The Schmoes knows we're talking a mess. What happened? Top 10 took him out. Top 10, Boomaye, if I'm correct. Right? And that's what we do. And that's what I do. So I come for the belt. I got to step over this guy. And I got my designs on someone else after I take care of JTE.
Jeff.
Sam.
So Lions Den, let me tell you something right now.
He's going
you
on
can
a
stop
revenge
calling me
tour
the
right
outlaw.
He could, but he wants
All
Sam
you
for the
bitches can
belt.
call me the poacher.
Of course.
I'm gonna hang your skins on my fucking wall, and I'm gonna start with JTE.
But he wants to know he could beat him.
Outlaw out.
With the fire that he's got right now.
Throws the mic.
I mean, you knew it would be heated. You knew that these two are going to go out. I mean, JTE is just rubbing salt into previous wounds, and Rocha is trying to lick him, but Rocha is ready to kick some ass. And you know the way that he gets fired up. You know how much this means to him, because this does. I mean, this is the end of this for Rocha and JTE. I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, stirring monologues from two grown men who have not yet filed for their taxes this year. I think what I'm really looking forward to
got until
most
April
is
15th?
after you get through all the hubbub, all the
I feel like
hype,
that was
all the
ages ago.
hoopla. These are two
What?
human
Filing
beings, and I
taxes.
say that
No,
loosely.
I like to
They
start
really
early.
know
I do it as
something
soon
about
as I
movie
get my
treatment.
W2.
They love cinema. These are cinephiles. They are fans of celluloid, and they know a lot about it. They can recall it like that, like that, like that, and it's about to go down, and I'm excited to watch it.
Me too, but that's why they're here.
Yeah.
That is why they are the two of the best that we have, but it's really crazy because of all the competitors that we do have, and because right now, we talked to the champion earlier, all these people that are now going for the championship, it's wide open. And JTE and Rocha are at a standstill here because whoever loses is going to be bumped to the bottom there, and the winner has a legitimate chance.
Not
to win a
JTE
couple
though.
matches and get a shot
JTE's
at the
still holding at
championship.
the
This is
top with
Rocha's-
his title.
Rocha wants that singles belt. He wants that singles belt. So does JTE.
Now
So
his
this-
single run
this
is
the
tarnished a
perfect
little.
match for this to happen, and for
Just
the
a
Schmoedown
smidge,
audience
though.
here live, they're about to see a war.
You know
You
what?
know, the great John Lennon once said,
'Cause Rachel
imagine there's
crushed.
no heaven above us or a hell below us. There's going to be a heaven. There's going to be a hell. One of them is going to be euphoric after this. The other one is going to be in the pits with a fork up their ass.
All right, well, you guys are ready.
He's so proud.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen, it's
proud.
time for the
proud.
movie trivia Schmoedown.
Oh, boy.
Introducing first.
It's been a long time.
Representing
Been a long time
Top
coming.
10 with a record
Definitely, man.
of 7 wins.
But you know, there's no
For the
turning
feast.
back now.
He
This is what
is
makes me.
the
what I am.
2016 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, the Outlaw John Rocha! And there is his nose. That nose is coming out with him. Nose is there, and waits till this audience sees Rocha. They're gonna go nuts.
Good show support there.
Yeah, you see, he's running, and he points to him. He's pointing to him. Where is he? There's the bird. Oh, there he is.
He's got the mask.
Yeah, there he is. The crowd's going nuts as Rocha is here. Taking pictures of him, as the Rocha chance is starting. Rocha chance is starting as he's coming through. This is what the Outlaw wanted.
And he even seeing that mask, he's got to navigate some stairs before he even gets.
Gotta be careful he doesn't break his neck before he moves down to the right. But he's ready. He's amped up. This is the type of stuff that gets Rocha fired up as he's walking down. This is his moment.
Can he control his emotions, Christian? Because he's a guy that gets very heated during a match.
Right.
He's going to get overhyped. You got to worry about that.
Right.
That must be so cool for them too to come out, and they've been killing it for the last few years, and to get this kind of payoff, whether they win or not, it's a hell of a show to be a part of.
Very pumped up.
Crowd
Very pumped up.
He is ready to go. He's knocking poor Joey Mazzola out of the way. He's killed our cameraman.
Taking selfies with everybody. We're not even sure if we're doing it right.
That's right.
John
Rocha can get in his seat.
Gonna need some hand sanitizer after that intro, Christian.
All right, here we go.
John Rocha, thank you.
Yeah, he's rightfully scorned.
Yeah, it's a little evil shirt. It's a little evil shirt.
What's gonna happen to that little evil shirt?
I don't know. Oh, he stomped on it.
He's gonna
He
step
stomped on it. What's he gonna do with it?
Gonna step on it.
Just tosses it.
Throw it away.
Yeah. All right. So
He wiped his ass with the contract.
Thank goodness no pyrotechnics
That's what he should have
were
done.
involved
All
in
right.
that shirt.
top 10's ready.
Everybody excited here?
All right,
What's
guys. All right,
the
so John, you can
boomaye?
sit down,
Like, he
please.
said it
Matt,
earlier. I
thank
still
you.
don't know what it
Very
is.
funny comedian Matt Nost.
Yep. All right. Here we go. All right, there is a big amount of cheers and love. I wonder if the same is going to happen when I say, and his opponent. Representing the Lions
Damn, such a good song though.
Such a good song.
with a
Shipping up to
record
Boston.
of 8 wins.
We've mentioned it before, how when we were all out drinking, Jeff
He
Snyder
is
rolled up
the
right next to us in his car,
2017
blasting the song, and then peeled
Comeback
out.
Player of the Year, the 2017 Ultimate
It's right after they
Schmoedown
won, too.
Singles Finalist,
Right
and
after
the
they won.
reigning Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, Little Evil JTE. Here we go, and Kenya and there is Snyder. There's Snyder.
They're like, I don't want to boo.
JT, and there's JT. JT getting the booze and is yawning at the crowd, not shaking anyone's hand as he comes down the aisle. The other dude screaming at the den. And no Tom Dagnino anywhere in the town. Very interesting that Dagnino's not here. But the dance, because the dance, not the crowd favorite. No, it almost appears that we woke him up from a nap to be here today. Yeah, see? Got that bell. Ken Goldman and JT got the bell. They're ready for it. They are ready for it. Let's Ken. And just spit on the audience.
What a stunt that
VIP
was.
ticket really got the pit boss to spit in his face.
Jeff Snyder and the pit boss walking JT up. He places his belt in front of his microphone.
Yeah. All right, so now we have both the competitors sitting down. Before we start, JT, do you have anything you want to say to Rocha here?
Yeah, Rocha, don't get too nervous. Come on.
Rocha, got anything you want to say to Evil?
It's a big deal for him.
It's 500. What I gotta say about 500 player. Come on.
All right, well, listen.
Dale the Dude. Dale the Dude, you ready for this?
All right, let's go. Tail of the tape real quick here. Rocha Westerns, biopics, and I'm not saying it. We got JTE, who has 80s movies, Spielberg movies, and spelling. All right, so Mark, why don't you read the rules for round one?
Very interesting. On stage, we have a belt and a mask, yet we're not in a 50 Shades movie, thank God.
Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! There we go. Round number one, category one, animated. What Scottish actor voiced Stoic the Bast, the father of Hiccup, in the How to Train Your Dragon films?
Fun fact of the crowd about Christian, he listens to the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack.
Oh, God.
I do. Every day. Same guy who's doing this the score for Solo. 5.
Whoo! Almost forgot his name.
I can't remember.
2, 1. Rocha.
Stop writing, JT.
Rocha.
Gerard Butler.
That
Correct,
one.
JT.
Didn't have
I
it.
forgot.
Didn't have it.
Couldn't do
Rocha
it.
takes the lead.
First
Couldn't
blood
do
has
it.
been drawn.
First blood. Rocha coming out strong. All right, next question.
Your next
Damn
question
names.
comes from the world of comedies. And your question is, Billy Wilder directed Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon as cross-dressing musicians in which 1959 romantic comedy?
Good movie.
Rocha's first decade on Earth in the 50s.
5,
Notice how they left out one name.
3,
Marilyn Monroe.
2, 1. Evil.
Some like it hot.
Some like it hot.
That's correct. Rocha.
Some like it hot.
Damn it.
Rocha 2. JT 1.
I would have gotten it if it was. But that's good.
Category of
That's because
dramas.
I would have gotten
Dramas.
that one.
Who plays Ivan Locke in the 2013 film Locke? This is intense. Feel it in the crowd.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's
Hands
just
down.
low.
Rocha.
Tom Hardy.
Correct.
Oh.
JTE.
I got that one.
Tom Hardy.
Got it. All right.
We move on to horror thriller. Feels like a horror movie.
Gerard
Right?
Butler.
It does.
What
Geostorm.
actress played Rachel Watson, a woman who becomes obsessed with her neighbors in 2016's The Girl on the Train? You know that was based on a novel.
I'm watching.
It's asking who played her,
5,
right?
4,
Yeah,
That's how you
Okay.
guess and
3, 2,
I think.
1. Rocha.
I think it's JT for a second.
Thank you. JT.
Emily Blunt.
Correct. Rocha.
Emily Blunt.
Got it.
Nice little show of sportsmanship there from Rocha.
Yeah. All right, next one.
He just wants to make
Action
sure he had
adventure.
it.
Who played the villainous Poppy in Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
I believe the movie is based on 18 in the Schmoedown. That's
It should. Well, yeah, they're both bad.
Damn you,
I
Christian.
didn't like the second one. Sorry. 5, 4, 3.
It's not as good as the
I like the
first.
second one.
It's not as
One,
good as
Rocha.
the first.
Julianne Moore.
I didn't say I love the
Correct.
second one. I said I
JTE.
like the second one.
That's
Julianne
okay.
Moore.
Got it. Rocha and JTE scrapping it out, jab for jab here, 5-4.
Damn you, Gerard
Next
Butler.
category is in the world of romantic comedies. Aw. Who played the other male co-lead alongside Colin Firth in 2001's Bridget Jones's Diary? Christian Harloff, have you ever kept a diary?
False.
You had to think about it.
I can't think of
5,
his name.
4, 3,
Your diary.
Can you repeat the
That was
question?
today.
1. JTE.
Good job.
Correct. Rocha. You win.
Rocha's still perfect. Rocha's still perfect. Closer to that perfect
Next
round
question
one.
here is fantasy sci-fi.
You got it in, though, in
Fantasy
time.
sci-fi. Who
What's
played
that?
Bad
Oh, my heart's
Ape
racing.
in War of the Planet of the Apes?
I have the question. I'm sorry. Who played
Oh,
what? Oh, in War? Bad.
Tell me later.
damn, that was the second one.
Yeah.
5, 4,
Damn it.
3,
I
2,
I don't remember.
1. 10's down. Rocha. I don't know. Didn't have it. JTE.
Steve's on.
Got it. Ties it up.
Nope.
Is that what he was
Game
called?
anymore.
I guess.
No,
I thought
not
he
only
was-
I thought he had, like, a
perfect,
name.
Ties it up.
I thought he had a name,
All right,
too.
so here we go. The last question in this round.
Oh.
Fitting way
Weird.
to close out round one is in the world of the Oscars.
So that was
The Academy
Idris Elba, but
Awards,
he
which
had
are
a name,
filmed
and that
in
was
this
in the
very
second
theater.
one.
Yeah.
False.
1 point for you. What
Como or
film
something.
released wide in 2009 won Best Picture at the 82nd Academy Awards? So it was released in 2009, won the Academy Award that year.
This is the only movie that I could think of that was in 2009.
How do you remember movies per year? It's crazy.
Clarified, it was in
I can't.
release
I don't know.
in
I don't
2008.
know.
Yes, so it had award consideration. Right. Wide in 2009.
Stop talking. 5,
I don't think that this won, but this is the only movie I could think of.
2.
I
1.
wouldn't have the
JTE.
slightest.
So you guys here, No Country for Old Men?
That's incorrect. Rocha? No. This was the Hurt Locker. The Hurt Locker. was
Hurt Locker.
Okay, tie game.
Blindside came out that year too.
Tie game, Jen. Snyder coming out. Snyder coming out. Oh, and there.
Snaps on it.
Right, and then Nose coming out. Nose coming out here. Oh, and wait, Dale the Dude is on the stage. Dale the Dude trying to clear up. All right, Chaos with the Den coming out.
Storing some more.
All right, let's get. All right, we know. Everybody, Dale. But I like that Nose and Dale came in here too. It's not a Lions Den versus Rocha thing here.
When they came on stage, thank God I had a Coors Light to drink on stage.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Round number 2. Mark, how's it work?
In round number 2, it's a tied ball game right now, Christian. So I believe because Little Evil has a much more expensive piece of hardware on his table than Rocha does on his, he is allowed the choice whether he wants to spin first or defer to the Outlaw.
I'll be going first.
All right, JT, make sure you spin from the wheel, not the peg, please.
Why is Westerns on here?
Swing from the
Do
wheel.
not grab the pegs, grab the
wheel.
actual wheel. Thank
There
you
you go.
very much, Caressant.
There's the spin.
That's a good spin.
As Ken says, the spin is in.
The spin is in.
Gotta figure he's looking for that action adventure.
I would think so. Or
Is Sly and Arnie on the wheel?
It's so funny when I was driving to Phoenix.
It could be Sly and Arnie, Christian. Look out!
It is a Sly and Arnie. Sly and Arnie. JT hits
Sometimes
Sly
that
and
wheelman
Arnie.
is so.
JT, do you
good
want to keep
people.
it?
I'm staying.
I'll take it.
You're going to believe I'm staying.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, wow.
JTE.
Let's see how well he could
4
do this.
questions.
Sly and Arnie.
4 questions in the realm of Sly and Arnie. JTE get one of his strengths here. JTE. Okay.
Love it.
JTE. Arnold. Well, we're live.
I'll tell you what.
Yes.
In this particular movie,
Now
Arnold
Mark
finds
needs to
an
do his,
illegal clone of himself in what film?
Arnold
First
finds
of all,
an illegal clone of
I
Sixth
don't want
Day.
to repeat, but with your accent, I can barely understand what you're saying.
Fine. That's fair. No, that's fair.
I'm just saying.
Arnold
fair.
finds a illegal clone of himself in the Sixth
Fair.
Day.
That's fair.
There's plenty of videos online where you can see what
I
you're
can
doing.
answer it if you need me to. I understood him.
I want to apologize to our fans from Austria.
All right. Arnold finds an illegal clone of himself in what film?
Fuck you.
That would be The Sixth Man.
That's incorrect. It's incorrect.
What did he say?
He said The Sixth Man.
That was the 6th day, isn't it?
That's correct.
That is a monumental steal.
Big steal.
Damn.
The 6th
Yeah,
man
you're
is
right.
Incorrect.
Monumental
Six
steal.
man with,
Christian.
Marlon,
JTE clearly had that
Wayans.
movie
Yeah.
confused
With
with the
his
Marlon
brother's
Wayans
ghost.
classic,
Yeah.
The Sixth Man.
Here we go. Here we go. JTE.
is a good
so
basketball
your
game.
second question here.
He wrote it too.
Yeah.
Here we go. JTE.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear
All
this
right. Who co-starred with Sylvester Stallone in Rhinestone?
Dolly Parton.
2 points. All right. Question 3.
You probably did this one.
Damon
Probably, yeah.
Killian is the villain in what Arnie
Killian.
film?
Killian.
The Last Action Hero?
No.
5.
Repeat.
Damon Killian is the
Kindergarten
villain
Cop?
in which Arnie film?
Killian.
Commando?
I'm gonna say Commando.
That's incorrect. 2 point steal.
Jesus. Damon Killian.
Killian. Guy, I could hear it.
5.
Is it a newer or older film?
3. Raw Deal.
Looking for the running man.
Ah.
All right, JT. Your last question here, JT.
Only in a rerun.
Who
Damn
played
it.
Arnie's daughter in True Lies?
What's her name? Elijah Dushku.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's Alicia Duku. Am I pronouncing that right?
I'm not going to give you Alicia Duku.
It's Eliza Dushku.
2 point steal for Rocha. So John Rocha comes out of this in the lead.
Yep.
Who would have thought that was coming?
Really?
Christian,
We can't give you Count Dooku. Can't do it. Can't do it.
This is monumental for a number of different reasons.
'Cause it's
not the
Dushku.
least of which is that
There's an S in
Sly and
there.
Arnie as a wheel slice in this match is actually a wheel slice that was selected by one of our Patreon supporters, and boy did it factor in heavily to this match where JTE spun the
Killian,
category
damn
he
it,
wanted,
man, the
and he's
running
not the
man.
one with the lead at the end of it.
All right.
It
So
was there.
I know, it was
It
there,
was
but
there.
Wow.
Count.
It was in here.
Was that maybe that was Count Dooku's niece? All right. Now John Rocha is on. It's time for John Rocha to spin the wheel. John, please don't spin from the peg. Spin from the wheel.
All right. The crowd showing their support. Can
Westerns.
they power Rocha
Westerns.
through this
No
match?
fucking way. No fucking way.
It looks like
No
luck's on your
fucking
side,
way.
brother. It looks like luck is on your side as Westerns
Wow.
comes into play.
Wow.
Rocha's got a chance here to do some damage. Rocha can go. If Rocha can do some damage here.
Christian, you can't say JT didn't get what he wanted under the Christmas tree, and now Rocha comes downstairs to find a big box of Westerns. Your first question. In the world of Westerns, your first four. What famous singer co-starred with John Wayne in the movies Rio Bravo and The Sons of Katie Elder?
Dean Martin.
2 points.
Yep. I was trying to remember his name.
Rocha doing in his strength what JT could not do in his.
For your next question, in 2016's The Magnificent Seven, who played the soft-spoken mountain man and tracker
Vincent
Jack
D'Onofrio.
Yep.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
2 points. Look at Rocha. Rocha looking like the Rocha of old right now.
I like what they did with him in that movie.
Your third question in round two. Who played an ex-Confederate colonel and co-lead to John Wayne's ex-Union colonel in 1969's The Undefeated?
Five,
You gotta take chances.
4, 3.
Go for multiple
Two.
choice, man.
Repeat the question.
Who played an ex-Confederate colonel and co-lead to John Wayne's ex-Union colonel in 1969's The Undefeated?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Rock Hudson.
2 points.
2 points.
Damn.
And Rocha has a chance to be up by.
It's
He's got a
Raul.
chance to be up. He's got a
drama right there.
He's got a chance to be up by 10. The Rocha chants in the crowd are getting louder and louder.
All right, Rocha. Your last question.
Are we in TKO mode here? What's happening?
Not yet. No.
Your last question. JT is seeing 3 Rochas in the ring right now.
Hit the one in the middle.
Hit the
Your
one
last
in the
question
middle.
in round number 2, Rocha, and this is for a 10-point lead going into round 3. What Native American tribe does Kevin Costner develop a relationship with?
Pawnee.
Dances with Wolves.
Oh, the Pawnee's bad. Damn it. The Pawnee's bad.
I did not write it. Chris
Multiple
Gillespie.
choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Pawnee, B, Comanche, C, Sioux, or D, Osage?
Sioux. Pawnee's bad. Sioux.
5, 4.
Sioux?
The thing with John Rocha is you never know if he's milking it or not. The answer is Sioux.
1 point. So JTE
The Pawnee is trouble when
within
they come.
9 now. I mean 9.
Big
9.
trouble.
As we
Great
get.
movie.
Wait a minute. What's happening over
That's
here?
pretty much
What's happening over here?
Oh.
What's happening over here? What's happening over here?
Get him out, Dale. Dale, get him out.
No.
Get him out, Dale.
And no, stay
Get
there,
him out,
Dale.
Dale.
Stay there, Dale. Stay there for a second.
Get him out, Dale.
Wait.
Get him out.
As we get.
What's going on here?
Get him out.
We're getting close.
Get
to
him out.
Uber to my house?
No one wants to listen to your bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
We're getting close. You should have been here.
Get out of here.
You should have been here and stop mugging someone, whatever you're doing. Dagnino trying to throw Rocha off his game, crashing the interview, the match here as we get to the third round. We get to the third round. Mark, tell us how it works.
You know, that Finstock, always a card.
Yeah, I mean, he's a real scumbag.
In round
8, 10, and 12.
8, 10, and 12. All right, Little Evil.
5, 11, 13.
5. 11 and 13. All right. Let's start with JTE. All right, JTE, you're going to get your 2-pointer here. All right, JTE, your 2-pointer here is in the category of new releases. New releases, JTE. Who plays Greg Sestero in The Disaster Artist?
Dave Franco.
Dave Franco.
2 points.
He needs to hit all
2-pointer,
three.
guys. 2-pointer. 2-pointer. All right, our next one is category 11. Category 11. Got Westerns. Now, JTE, if you miss this,
Some poetic justice right
if you
Jesus
miss
Christ.
this, JTE,
STK.
John Rocha will win via TKO. Here you go.
Sixth
JTE,
day,
category
man.
of Westerns. You cannot spin again.
Got that.
Name the actor who faced off against Liberty Valance first with his law books and then with a gun in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Jesus. Yeah, I would love that. Let me get a repeat up because that was a lot.
Name the actor who faced off against Liberty Valance
Robert
first
Meacham.
with his law books and then with a gun in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
First, let me say, I'm happy everyone here that bought a ticket gets to see something that's never been done before.
5, 4,
Jane Fonda.
3, and your winner by way of technical knockout, the Outlaw John Rocha.
6th day.
The answer was Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart was my second guess, but it doesn't matter. It's because I knew Jimmy Stewart was actually in the one with John Wayne, so I didn't know how many Jimmy Stewart westerns he was in.
Whatever it is, pick one you know.
That's why I went Robert Mitchum, because he's one that I know he's in a lot of westerns.
Get back
I
behind
like
stage.
John
Get behind
Wayne
stage.
and a lot of
Just
westerns.
to miss everybody watching at home, we're going to have an interview with both the winner and the loser. There's the winner. Showing his mask, giving a John Rocha. Look, he earned the win. He clearly had the favor of the crowd with the whole time. Do you think that's factored into JTE's psyche?
I think so. I think it hurt a little bit also, but I think that the luck went Rocha's way. And the fact that JTE blew Brian Harney, that killed him.
I mean, as somebody who loves to be loved, I imagine at some point JTE and being the heel that we know him to be, I imagine the booze get to, but Rocha clearly, from the time he was introduced, feeding off the energy of the crowd. But I think really the big thing was round
Oh man, the water looks real good. I think I'm gonna have some water after this.
They just keep piling up.
I know.
You nailed it. It's the fact that they both got. It wasn't like, oh well, he got something he didn't know and he got something he knew. They both got categories they were strong in. Rocha delivered. JTE did not. And that's what happened. I mean, when you look at what happened right there, I mean that was something. JTE at this point, though, you know, he like he said, it's just a matter of What does he
The
do
running
next?
man, I
He's
totally
got
forgot.
that belt around his arm, but the question of what I'm very curious about is who's Rocha going to challenge? Who is Rocha gonna
Sub-Zero.
challenge in that interview? Because
Now.
that's the next match.
Plane
Because
Zero.
now Rocha's
Yeah, the
in
dialogue isn't very good
That's
in
right.
Running
In
Man.
the meantime, JT's going to have to go home and look at his Sly and Arnie fatheads and apologize to them.
Right.
We throw it over to Jen Sturger now, who will have an interview with the loser and the winner.
Oh, JTE, you're lucky I wore my flats today. That was a really.
Well, that's not all you did.
What dumpster did you climb out of to come to this interview? Please let me finish
This
my
guy
job.
got me a car to my house. All right, and they take me to.
It was supposed to
no,
take
no,
you
no,
to
it took me to
jail.
Sun Valley, and then a car broke down, and that's what took me so long to get here. What the fuck? Stupid.
JTE, circus aside, that was a really rough match for you.
You
Tell
know
me
what? Again, I'm glad for the people that came here and bought a ticket because I want them to see something they've never seen before. They never saw Rocha beat me, and for them to come here and see this is making literally history. I'm a little happy for them. Listen, I've been a champ for a year and a half. Losing to a guy like this ain't gonna sweat me for 1 second.
What is next for you then?
Keep being a champ.
Champion, first of all. Look at this.
You've had success.
Year
in
and a
team.
half.
You've had success in team, but
Yes.
does that mean that you need Jeff Snyder?
Of course. Listen, Jeff is, we're a team, okay? We're just as good as when we're separated. The thing is, okay, he got Westerns. I'm pretty sure
Elijah Dooku?
That's the thing that pisses me off, because I can't pronounce her name.
I don't like this line of questioning.
Just because I didn't know how to pronounce her name. Give me a freaking break. I knew who it was. She's been in some movies. I know who she is.
You have rules that were specifically invented for you, and yet you still come unprepared.
No, I got the repeat. Come on, listen, I'm getting a lot of bias right here from you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Could have gone to multiple choice,
The biggest
though.
mistake I made here was saying the sixth man instead of the sixth day. But honestly, I was half paying attention to this match. I was just there because Rocha wanted to finally win. He wanted to have a win against me. I still will say to this day, what's the record? How many times have I beat him? How many times beat me? It was like 8-1? I forget. 1-on-1. That's what you call this? He got Westerns and I got a Westerns question? There's something going on behind the scenes.
This was a charity match. It was charity. It was like Thunder Lips and Rocky and Rocky 3. You know, and then JT was taking it not serious like Rocky, and then this jackoff was taking it super serious. It was supposed to be an exhibition match, not this.
It was an exhibition. Here's the thing, man. I've been a champion for a year and a half. I maybe lost the hunger a little bit. I see these players who I've seen so many times, who I've beaten so many times. How am I supposed to, like, get motivated? Give me something worthy.
Tom, will we be seeing all of your team, the Lions Den and the Free For All?
Yeah. Oh, Rocha? Yeah. Next up is Schneider for Rocha. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But what do you have to say, Ken?
We'll work that out. Yes, I am right now telling you, Jennifer, that I will be at the free-for-all because Sam Witwer, he's got to get ready for me. I'm going to win that free-for-all, and I'm going for Witwer, and I'm taking back the belt that the system took away from me.
I think we're done
We'll
here.
all be there. We'll all be at the free-for-all.
I think we're done here, Christian.
I want to say one last thing. The only
Maybe
time
not.
I will ever play John Rocha again is when he has a belt, and I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Poof.
All right. So as you thank you, Jen, for poor Jen Sturger for having to go through that.
That was a lot of dude in that interview.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, that's the Lions Den. That's what the Lions Den does. They don't take responsibility for anything. JT got his ass whooped tonight, and that's basically what it was.
Here comes the winner down to the interview
Yeah,
podium.
but I mean, look, when you hear that, though, you hear JT, the thing that JT was saying, though, JT was talking about it again and again, that he was the champion. We're going to see him in teams because he's starting off. He's having a bad year so far. He's 0-2. And now, as he's probably going to stick with teams for a little bit. But it's the story right now. We know. It's the Outlaw. What's he feeling? How's he feeling? He's back on top, at least for now. Who's next? What's going to happen? Who's he going to play? What's the challenge? I mean, how are we going to end the night tonight?
Well,
with
I know
John?
what his future is.
What's that?
He's going to talk to Jen Sturger
I
right
like
now.
you're the master of that.
That's right, Mark Ellis. I am going to talk to the Outlaw. John Rocha, congratulations on finally beating JT.
Camera's behind you, John.
He's had your number in movie fights
Yes.
and in the Schmoedown.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah.
And finally,
Yeah.
Took one home.
Yeah, well, listen, when you play someone one-on-one, it's a whole nother ballgame. You can't depend on your buddy to bail you out every time or mess with the rules or try some lawyer speak to try to win. You got to show your knowledge, and hell, he had every advantage. We were coming tied out of that first round. He got Sly and Arnie. What do you want from me?
Were you a little nervous when you landed Sly and Arnie?
Did you see me get nervous? Nah. Focused up. When I'm dialed in, ain't nobody can beat me. When I'm dialed in, and that's the truth.
Tell me how good it felt to land on Westerns.
Oh, it felt great. You saw me walk around that table. I was having a ball. That's the thing. These people have been amazing tonight. All of them. They carried me to this victory. They carried me. All of you own this victory. You know, you go, when you lost the way we did, my fault not asking for a repeat. I had the answer right, didn't write it down legibly. I get it. I was hurt. I felt bad. Like Ella said, went home, sat with it, but then I said, you gotta let it go. I even called Christian. I was like, Christian, maybe it's time for me to retire. Maybe I ain't got it no more. Maybe I'm the old dog in a yard full of young dogs. And then I showed up tonight ready to kick this guy's ass. And I did it. And all you young ones, all you new rooks, I ain't done by a mile. So come bring it. Don't sing it, bring it. Because I'm here to win that belt back. Levine, you won by a letter, and I want my title back. So I'm coming for you. But first, look, I know there was talk. I'm sorry, Jen. You want to ask a question? I'm going to go crazy. You know how I am. You know how I am.
I heard there might be some kind of announcement that you want to make.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's one. And that is, I know people talked about McWeenie. There was this talk about McWeenie. Oh, no. I'm not done with the Lion's Den. I mean what I said. I'm poaching the fuck out of those boys. I'm hanging those skins on my wall. So Jeff Snyder!
Told you.
Snyder!
Told you.
Yep.
You Jane Fonda son of a bitch! I'm coming for you next. I'm gonna whoop the fuck out of you. Then Finstock just for practice. And Knapsack, if it ain't in the stars, you don't know it. So I'm gonna smoke your ass next too. And this is my boy here, Matt Nost. We team top 10.
You're still vastly outnumbered right now by the Lion's Den, though.
That's right, I am. So there's only one way to solve. Actually, there's 4 ways to solve it. And I'm gonna tell you the 4 real soon.
Oh shit!
Well, that's it. I mean, look, so John Rocha teasing the return of the 4 Horsemen.
Wow. Hell yeah.
The 4 Horsemen. So the question of who's going to be in the 4 Horsemen, I mean, this is the first time hearing of it, but that's what he did last time. He set it up, and he set up the 4 Horsemen, and then we saw Bibiani, obviously, and then Burnett. Those two aren't going to be in the Horsemen. So who could be the new Horsemen? We don't know, but John Rocha is back on top, at least for now.
I'll tell you this, whoever joins the new Horseman faction, like John Rocha said, he's got a doorbell sign that says, you better bring it or don't ring it. He knows how to play. He wants people who are serious about this league.
Mend those fences.
Team Track.
Tonight, we have placed over $280
If it's not Dale Duke, then Team Track. If it's Dale Duke, then either Mance or Inman.
I mean, it was a hell of an event.
Right.
I mean, both videos you watched on Tuesday and you watched today, but if
didn't really work for them when they took the last and beat them champ, though.
Rejects, and now John Rocha.
That's true.
TKO's JTE.
He rides again.
The main event.
The Outlaw's horse.
The Outlaw is back. And so everybody out there right now, if you are brand new, make sure that you subscribe to Collider Video, share, do all that, keep on commenting, let people know about the movie trivia Schmoedown, and if you haven't joined the Patreon, do it today. But I'd like to thank the crowd here today. Thank you guys very much. It was absolutely amazing, a lot of fun. I was so excited to see everybody. It was a really great experience to do this.
Yeah, just a huge thank you to both Full Screen Live and to the El Portal Theater for hosting this event. Like you said, I challenge everybody out there who's watching this right now, tell your friends about the movie Trivia Schmoedown. They like movie trivia.
Did.
They're going to love this league.
They're
I challenge everybody out there in the audience
now.
right now. To you, you don't have to do a damn thing more. Thank you guys for showing up. Have a great evening, everybody. For Christian Harloff, I am Mark Ellis, signing off from the movie Trivia Schmoedown Live.
And stay there, I'm going to throw some shirts into the crowd.
There you go. I think that's the cleanest audio of the theme song right there. You can turn it into an alarm, into a ringtone.
So, as you know, I have this
here we
number
go.
one contender spot to
Is
give
that
to
Lon
someone
in the back?
in our faction.
see Riley.
And I've been sitting on the decision for a while. I've really been thinking about it, and I've made my decision, and I really want to
Draco.
offer it to you.
And Draco.
You are just
Draco.
one of the hardest working people in this league. You're smart, you're capable, and you've put in your time, and well, let's face it, you fucking deserve
we're
it.
going for the championship.
Wow. I'm like super flattered and really surprised. But
Love the
I
pillow.
don't know, like, don't you think that maybe we should save it for the teams? Like,
You know you guys are gonna get there. You guys are a strong team. I believe in you. I don't think you need the leg up. You've beaten Sam before, and I think you could do it again. All you have to do is beat one person, and then you get a shot at him and the belt.
I do think that Rachel and I are gonna get there. I do. Okay, how does this work?
Look at the top 10 competitors in singles and pick someone.
All right.
You let me know who you want to take on, and I will formally issue the challenge.
So that was unexpected. It makes sense that they would not waste it on Shire Wolves because the Shire Wolves will get there. They have as much potential to do it without burning up the shot.
Exactly, without using that one time that they have.
Yeah.
And I think that I would have liked to see Draco do it, but since it's not going to be Draco, I'm super excited to see Clark Wolf go in there. She's been there before,
Right.
So she can do it again. I mean, she has beaten Sam Levine in the past, so depending on whoever she picks within the top 10, and she beats them.
But the whole thing with Clark Wolf is, wasn't she scaling it back before? I mean, there was a time where she was taking a step back and focusing on the team and only did it with Riley and then did it with the Shire Wolves now. But
Right, but I think that now is a better time than ever or whatever to come back in doing the singles. You're right, she did kind of scale back, but she, Rookie of the Year, coming in, and she basically dominated and fell short against Merle, but
who wouldn't?
Yeah, I know that guy's a beast. But now seeing her come and she's like, I think she can do it.
I think she can do it, and that's interesting. I'm kind of. I don't like that you have to pick somebody to go face them before you can go. I was under the impression it was a number one contendership, so it was you are the number one contender for whatever thing you want, just like the free-for-all. So, although it does add a little bit more justification as to why you would hand that prize to a manager match, so that's cool. Like, I get it. You scaled it lower than what I thought it was, but you still, it's different than just flat out saying you're going for the championship. So now it's, who is she going to choose?
Right, and I do enjoy, I like this a little bit better because then you kind of, she has to play it smart, and she has to pick somebody who, and she, you know what she's got to do? She's got to call up Frankie Numbers and be like, hey, give me the stats on all the people on the top 10.
Yep.
I need those. I need to know their accuracy, and I need to know what their strengths are. I need to know like what their skill or steal rate is, all of that good stuff. And then she can pick somebody from there and be like, okay, well, this person, I think that I could take them on. And
it's long distance. You're gonna spend a lot of money on the call.
I got it. Okay, this isn't like the old days.
Calling Chicago.
I got free minutes. Okay, this ain't the old days where you had to get like 20 minutes.
You're Skyping it.
What time is it? It's after 7. It's fine.
Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. She has to pick somebody that is going to be more complimentative to herself to come out a winner. Give her the best chance she has, and then go up against Sam Levine. Everyone's gunning for Sam Levine, but I do like that Rocha is on his little
Sam
side
Levine
quest.
Is the one in front of that belt.
Yeah, but Rocha's on a little side quest diverting away from Sam Levine. He's going to go through his revenge
what?
tour.
Sometimes you need to take those side quests. You can up your XP so you can go against the bigger bosses.
Yeah, that's how you do it, and he's going to go have fun doing it. So, especially, I want him to go after Knapsack, too, because that would just be a hell of a battle to see him go up against everybody in the freaking Lion's Den. But yeah, who is the other two in the freaking Four Horsemen? I don't know. It could be anybody. I don't even want to guess because because they usually, I'm wrong, always wrong. So
right.
It's going to end up being fun nonetheless to get the horsemen back together. Hopefully they last longer than the last ones. Which means, does that mean Nos is sticking around? Because Nos was really upset last time, and we know that the man is a busy guy. He's a very busy guy, and he lives far away, and he does a hell of a job getting to the Schmoedown every single time. So I just would think that maybe he'd take a step back too and let Rocha go through the singles. But yeah, I mean, I don't want Nos going anywhere. I love Nos and Rocha, so seeing them dominate again, especially with a couple more cohorts, that would be a cool thing to see. Dale the Dude, I love how he got a little bit of attention in there running up on stage too.
Makes sense though. He's been an advocate for top 10. Why wouldn't they put him there? Why wouldn't he be there to be the knight in shining armor against the Lion's Den?
Hell of a match. A lot of missteps by JTE, but it's understandable. I mean, get a little cocky when it comes to the category. Killian, man. Killian.
At least he didn't say 6 man, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's the 6th day. It's a good movie. I like it. But either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the live event Schmoedown between JTE and John Rocha. What did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, we are doing that screening, the viewing party for the Free-for-All 2 at No Anchovies.
On April 13th.
Yep, so look for that. The information will be down in the description below. So other than that, thank you guys so much. And as always, now it's time to say goodbye. This part is over.